Hello everyone, and welcome to another Let's Play of The Crown and the Flame. My name is Anna Mardal. Today we'll be doing Book 1, Chapter 7. So in the last episode, we fought a duel with a mercenary, and we ended up recruiting all of them at the end of it, which is how every mercenary duel should go. It was perfect. Today, in Chapter 7, with a newfound army at her back, Kenna travels to the golden city of Orillia. At Stormhold, Dominic spies on Marco and learns a disturbing secret. Let's do this. Chapter 7, The Gilded City. You're walking through the army camp with Gabriel and Leon by your side. We have just over 1,000 Stormhold soldiers under my command. The mercenary force led by Severin was 2,000 strong. I'm pleased to say that all 2,000 mercenaries have pledged their loyalty to you, Kenna. That leaves us with a force of 3,000 troops. We'll need more if we're going to retake Stormhold Castle, but at least it's a promising start. What about the common people of our kingdom? Do you think we can rally them to join us? Word of what you're doing will spread. If your legend reaches them, if it inspires them, they just might fight for you. As you approach where Leon's men are camped, you see Jackson. Queen Kenna, something's been troubling me. Please allow me to speak. What is it? I can't believe I was drinking and playing flinch in front of the rightful Queen of Stormhold. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. He kneels before you. Please, Your Majesty, don't let that lessen your regard for me. I want to pledge my sword to you, Queen Kenna. Your sword? I'll fight for you till my dying breath. Please say you'll forget my poor behavior. Jackson, I have no doubt that you will serve me with honor. I will, always. He leaves, a proud look on his face. That was well handled. Thank you, Gabriel. I have to admit, it feels odd having someone treat me like their superior. It's the way of the military. An ant alone is nothing. An army of ants under the command of one queen, that is another thing entirely. Speaking of, look around you. As you look around, those who fall under your gaze stop what they're doing and salute you. Your victory over Severin has had an impact, much the way a bolt of lightning has had an impact upon a tree. You pass the mercenary section of camp and cross paths with Severin. We need to talk, Queen Kenna. My mercenaries will fight without getting paid, but they won't stand a chance against Marco with the equipment they've got now. I'll fight for you till the day I die, but I'd rather that be a long time from now. Our leather armor's fine against drunken bandits, but might as well be paper against Navrakis soldiers. And my men's armor needs repairs, badly. So, we need coin, and lots of it. Where can we get it? Ever heard of the Legend of Orillia? The Gilded City, east of the Five Kingdoms? I've heard tales of fabled gardens and gold mines, a city rich beyond all imagining. That's the one. If memory serves me, it's also a hidden city. One that would be conquered immediately if its location were known. It is hidden, but I know the way. I've been there. You've been to the Gilded City? I'm surprised you haven't robbed them already. I'd never rob the hand that pays me. Orillia hired you. Cleared out some bandits for them a while back. Best paying job I've ever done. It won't be easy getting their coin. Don't know if Queen Kenna here's up for the challenge. I'm always up for a challenge. I have the utmost faith in you, my queen. Thank you, Gabriel. Let's hope the people of Orillia feel the same way. lead the way to Orillia. Leaving the majority of your army in the grasslands, you march with a force of 200 through the forest to the base of a mountain range. This is where things get interesting. The mercenaries get to work, clearing aside a massive pile of boulders. After an hour of work, they've revealed the opening to a secret mountain passage. So this is how they stay hidden? There's a dozen traps and false trails steering travelers away from Orillia. Believe me, finding the city by any other means isn't easy. After a long journey winding through treacherously narrow mountain passes, your group reaches a guard post at the outer edge of Orillia. This city is beyond beautiful. They say Orillia is gilded by the precious ores mined from its very foundations. Let's hope they're willing to part with some of it. I've managed to recruit an army, but it won't do much good if I can't feed it. Could be we even get money for siege weaponry. Perhaps, if the legends are true, then Aurelians guard their wealth closely and see visitors as threats. Guess we have our work cut out for us. 2 guards approach. Halt, outsiders! State your purpose. We are here because we wish to form an alliance. You must have heard that the false King Luther Nevrakis has taken the 5 kingdoms. I am the rightful Queen of Stormholt, and I am gathering my army to march against his son, Prince Marco. Your wars don't concern us. They will. You've only remained safe because Luther hasn't found you yet. Ally yourself with our cause, and we will protect you. Let us speak with your leaders. They will want to hear your offer. The 2 guards look at each other. Very well. Much appreciated. That's the charm I was talking about. The guards look down the trail at your army of 200. I'm afraid we can only let a small party through. No more than 5 people. We can't allow a foreign army inside our walls. Understood. My army will make camp far from your gates. The last thing we want to do is seem threatening. Then you are welcome to come in, provided you leave your weapons with us. Hang on, we have to hand over our weapons? Since when? You've got to be joking. The 2 guards exchange a brief glance. These are troubled times. It is our sworn duty to ensure the security of Orillia. Surely you can understand our position. Of course. You look pointedly at Leon, who grumbles as he hands over his sword to the guards. As others begin to follow suit, Val walks over to you. Here, let me help you with that. As Val helps to undo your weapon belt, she speaks in a voice too low for the guards to hear. I don't like this. They're acting more paranoid than usual. You think they're hiding something from us? Maybe. Or maybe something happened to make them even less trusting of outsiders than they used to be. Either way, I'd feel a lot better if one of us had a weapon just in case. You got a small blade on you? Something you can hide? I do have a dagger. You really think I should sneak it in? My gut says yes. If my gut's wrong, the Aurelians never need to know. Here we go, sneaking it in. You're right. If something's wrong in Orillia, I'm not about to go in completely helpless. You're a woman after my own heart. You hand your weapons over to the guards, secretly stowing the small dagger in your boot. There's our dagger, sure enough. You, Gabriel, Leon, Val, and Severin are led into the Golden Hall of Orillia. You don't think they'd notice if this golden statue went missing, do you? They have so many. Don't you dare. Just a joke. Not like I would really steal a statue, melt it down, and then sell it to buy a triple-bladed. Hello, travelers. A bejeweled woman adorned in gold approaches, smiling at you. A guard is beside her. Welcome to Orillia. She's so shiny. Might want to close your jaw there, Sev. Hello. You must be the ruler of Orillia.
That's exactly right! What gave it away?
You've got protection, and only royalty would wear something so magnificent.
Aren't you sweet?
We're here to speak with you about joining our cause. You must know that King Lutheran of Raucus has taken the 5 kingdoms.
Yes, of course. I'm current on all the latest gossip.
I am Kenna Reese of Stormhold, the rightful queen. The Kenna Reese of Stormhold? I've heard about you. You survived Luther's slaughter when he betrayed and murdered the royalty of the 5 kingdoms. You also escaped an assassination attempt at the Rajkar ruins. Is it true you now have an army of mercenaries? It's true.
It seems you're practically a legend already. You at least seem to have a knack for surviving.
Okay, pause. I adore Annelyse, okay? I adore her. She is precious and perfect and an angel. I'm going to do more than that. I've been training, and now I'm raising an army to take back my kingdom from Luther's son, Prince Marco.
Oh, how thrilling! They must sing songs about you.
Not yet. We should get someone started on that. Annelyse, everyone knows of Aurelia's fabled wealth. It's only a matter of time before Marco finds this city and plunders it. Support our cause. Help us now, and once we've beaten Marco, Orillia will be under our protection.
You have an interesting proposal, but Orillia has never backed an army. It doesn't make for good gossip. It's hardly intriguing, and wars get blood on everything.
No, the nobles of Orillia would positively revolt if I told them we're funding an army. Val whispers to you, "Let me talk to this lady. I can convince her that armies make for great gossip." Ha! What this woman needs to understand is that war isn't just some inconvenience. Let me talk to her. We're gonna go with Val on this one. Have you ever seen the sun rising over the battlefield before the first arrow's even been shot? Or ridden a horse as fast as he can go in the pitch black night because you're part of a surprise attack?
That sounds so exciting.
And you think you know how to throw a party here? You should see an army of mercenaries after a battle.
Well, maybe I was wrong. If the nobles could hear you talk, you just might capture their interest.
Yes, defeating Marco would be an excellent story.
And one I could see Orillia being a part of. But it's not entirely up to me. You've got to understand, I'm no warrior queen. I don't rule with swords and shields. I rule by keeping my nobles happy. That means getting their support for decisions like these. I know! Stay for the celebration. Drink with us. Let Orillia get the measure of you.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
My attendants will provide you with proper attire. If you want to impress the Aurelians, you'll hardly do it dressed like that.
Proper attire? Kenna, a word. Gabriel pulls you aside. A rooster does all he can to not upset a hen house. Speak plainly, Gabriel. We're guests. We should do as our host wishes, especially when we are in desperate need of her support. Very well, but no comments from you on how I look. I'll be as quiet as a temple mouse. You turn back to Annelyse.
Lady Annelyse, I look forward to changing into proper attire. So here are our choices. We have our usual look, a simple blue dress, a lavender silk gown, and a jeweled ball gown that I previously purchased.
We're going with that one.
After being dressed by Annelyse's attendants, you arrive at the banquet hall, a feast of food, wine, and entertainment laid out before you.
like the glassworks of Yondier. You are a sight to behold, my queen. You're not one to break promises. What happened to not saying anything? Some promises are impossible to keep. He's right. That's the kind of outfit that inspires songs and poems, Kenna.
Kenna? Is that you?
I didn't recognize you without the layer of dirt. Ha! This whole time you were pretty. That didn't come out right. Thank you. Now let's get to this party. Attending a party in order to defeat Marco is ridiculous, if you ask me.
Luckily, no one did.
We need as many allies as we can find right now. This party will be an excellent opportunity for us.
Gabriel's right.
Opportunity? What about fun? Come on, everyone! Time to find out if those swans on the table are just for show!
Your people move to the tables. As you go to join them, you notice a man staring at you from across the room. I love him too. Him and Annelyse. Okay, I'm just gonna put that there. Okay.
Ignoring him, you sit down. You're good with a sword, I'll give you that. But anyone who grew up in a fancy castle can learn to swing steel. That said, I'll bet my armor all these uptight nobles never let their princess drink anything real. I've drunk plenty. Prove it. Unless maybe you think you're better than me at this.
Are you challenging me to a drinking contest?
I wasn't being subtle. I'll make it even more interesting. If you outdrink me, which no one ever has, I'll make up a song in your honor.
I should accept the challenge. You down an entire glass of wine in one gulp.
Impressive.
That was aged in green oak for over a decade. If you're going to be drinking this hard, you'll want something stronger. Annelyse slides another goblet in front of you. It's filled with thick gold liquid. Formerly, it's called Orillia nectar, but we've taken to calling it Three Hells Fire. You drink it down.
Oh my gods, that is unnatural. Another round.
You down another glass.
Whoa. Why did the room get all spinny?
Now this is a celebration. You down another glass.
I don't feel so good. Don't tell me you're done. I'm just getting started. I'm not stopping anytime soon. Not when my honor is at stake.
But does anyone else see 3 cups right now?
I'll take the middle one.
You pick up the cup of wine. Your vision clears momentarily and you down it all.
I can't believe you're still... Come on, Severin. You owe me a song. Sing while you still can. Severin drunkenly bursts into song. Kenna, she's the best. Kenna, something better than the rest.
Severin slumps over, his head hitting the table as he passes out.
I'm surprised he managed to rhyme.
I win! A toast to Kenna! She's got the heart of a champion and the stomach of one too. Thank you, thank you. The man who was staring at you earlier steps out from the shadows.
Lady Kenna, reports of your beauty haven't done you justice. You've been watching me ever since I got to this party. Not true. I've been watching you ever since you arrived in Orillia. I could have you killed for that. It took me a second, but he since we've changed clothes, he has just implied that he saw us naked. So that's why she's overreacting a little bit. Not true again. And why is that? Because I only allow things to happen that I want to happen. And I wouldn't allow someone to kill me, since I'm rather fond of me. And you are? Raiden, an associate of Lady Annelyse. Well, Raiden the associate, are you saying that I only saw you because you allowed me to see you? Precisely. And why would you allow that? The same reason I allow anyone to see me. Either because I'm about to do them harm, or because I find myself desperately attracted to them. Really? Well, I suppose I'm unharmed, so you should be very concerned. We're about to be interrupted. But if you wish to continue our conversations more intimately, meet me in the gardens. He leaves just as Annelyse arrives, slipping her arm through yours. She whispers to you, "Kenna, you're stunning. The most dazzling woman here by far." Thank you. That means a lot coming from you. Now that the party's in full swing, I thought we might escape for a private celebration of our own. What do you say? Join me for tonight's real fun? I promise we won't talk about business. Just us. Annelyse winks at you and motions for you to follow as she walks away. You look from Annelyse to where Raiden is standing, just about to leave for the gardens. Farther off, you see Gabriel. I could spend more time with Annelyse, or meet Raiden in the gardens, or go talk to Gabriel if I'm ready to call it a night. Fortunately, we can do all three. Forcing me to choose between these two beautiful, wonderful, perfect people would hurt my soul. Oh, I love them both so much. So, we're going to go talk to Annelyse first, because she's queen. And that's just as appropriate, proper. Annelyse leads you outside, away from the raucous shouts of the drunken partygoers. It's nice to get away, especially with good company. So, what is this fun I was promised? Putting me on the rack from the start, are you? I accept your challenge. Annelyse leads you down a path lit by glowing lanterns. Have you ever played Two Truths and a Lie? Two Truths and a Lie. I've played that before. Perfect. Then I won't have to bore you with the rules. I'll start. Here we go. 1. I'm actually a very accomplished warrior. I've never seen you hold a sword. 2. I've eaten dragon meat cooked to perfection. Dragon meat? And 3. I've been fantasizing about kissing you. Sorry, I've been fantasizing about you kissing me from the moment we met. No comment? I wonder what that means. Anyway, which is the lie? The lie is you're not an accomplished warrior. You don't have the calluses of a fighter. That one's a lie. Annelyse smiles at you. Well? Oh, I thought I had you for sure. I'm hard to fool. You both sit down near a beautiful brook, the water accented by soft lily pads. All right, your turn. Okay, so I've beaten a cutthroat mercenary in a duel. A duel? That sounds dangerous. 2, I've lifted buckets of water up thousands of stairs. And 3, I don't want to kiss you. I certainly hope that's the lie. Otherwise, this will get very uncomfortable. Annelyse leans in. I should kiss her. You lean forward, pressing your lips against Annelyse, softly touching her with your hand. Her body feels electric to the touch. At long last you part, your head spinning. Now that was fun. I'm having feelings. I'm sorry. Okay, now we're gonna go meet Raiden. You enter the royal gardens and are surrounded by fragrant flowers and a quaint, meandering brook. Raiden steps out from behind a tree. Didn't know if you'd show. I thought I'd take a chance on you. Then I'll be sure to impress. Although I must confess, I find it hard to believe you are not already taken. Raiden, there's no one else. I have to take you at your word, but I have often found that beauty is never alone for very long. Now, tell me, my lady, which do you prefer? Raiden points to two nearby flowers, a dark blue orchid and a vibrant red tulip. I prefer the orchid. Those who fancy the orchid are wild, untamable creatures. Is that what an associate does? Read my fortune in flowers? One of my many services. Seriously, what is it that you actually do for Lady Annelyse? Many things. A ruler needs to be in many places at once. She needs ears everywhere, and I provide those ears. A spy. She also needs to deal with messy matters from time to time. I make them disappear. And an assassin, too. Many things, my lady. More importantly, this purple rose or this white lily. I prefer the rose. You are passionate and strong-willed. Is this your way of impressing me? That depends. Is it working? Oh, it's working. Good. How did you end up working for Annelyse in the first place? Now that is a long story. I've got a whole night to fill. Well then, when I was a boy, I had nothing except my sister. Unfortunately, she also had nothing. We would steal from dogs just to collect scraps to eat. That's awful. But there's one thing about being small and poor. It's much like being invisible. We could go where others could not. We could listen and not be seen. Instead of collecting scraps of food, we collected secrets. We were paid well for the right information. And so you got good at figuring out what information was valuable. Exactly. Secrets unlock doors and unravel kingdoms. Secrets are powerful, and they are my trade. And that brings us to the real reason we are here. What reason is that? For you to choose either this yellow daffodil or this orange lotus. I prefer the lotus. Those who love the lotus are brave. All right, what's with all the flower stuff? Raiden turns to you, holding up a bouquet of orchids, roses, and lotuses. I've been right next to you the whole time. When did you pick all these? I have my ways. Okay, I admit it. Now, I'm impressed. Any other tricks I should be aware of? Only this one. Raiden pulls you close to him, bending down to kiss you. I should let him kiss you. Your lips press together, and for one moment, everything you're worried about melts away. He wraps his arms around you, holding you there beneath the stars and the moonlight until... This was a most lovely night, Lady Kenna, but I have other matters to attend to. Flowers to pick? Something like that. It was a pleasure, Raiden. And now you talk to Gabriel in the night. You go to find Gabriel. Did you make a new friend? Something like that. You were right. It didn't hurt to relax and forget about Prince Marco for one night. And I've got good news. I heard the Orillian nobles talking with Annelyse. They seem to be in favor of supporting us. Let's hope they stay in their good graces. As you and Rose are returning to the kitchen, you notice that many of the guards aren't at their posts. Something's going on. No guards. The halls do feel less intimidating than normal. Just then you catch a young messenger boy heading towards the throne room. Follow my lead, Rose. Of course. Psst, you there, boy. I am not supposed to talk to anyone. I have to go straight to the throne room. This is a matter of life and death. Surely you can talk for that. I suppose so? What is it? When you enter the throne room, can you leave the door open behind you? Just a hair's width. It'd mean a lot to us. Why? So you could spy? Spies are bad. I'm going to tell the guards right now. I should impress him with magic. Listen, I'm not a spy. I'm a legendary hero, here to defeat the bad guys. Huh? Stand watch, Rose. I've got this. Be quick, Dom. You pull the boy into a small alcove. What are you doing? Don't hurt me. You don't have anything to fear from me. I'm a good guy, just like out of the old tales. Prove it. I can make fire do whatever I want. Concentrating, you make a ball of fire appear in your hand, the flames glowing in eerie blue. You can use magic? You are just like one of the old legendary warriors. I'm a defender of justice, and if you want to be a good guy too, you can help us. Yes, I want to be a good guy too. I'll help. You and Rose trail behind the boy as he steps into the throne room, and the door left barely open. You sneak up to the door and peek in. Here you are, sir. Bartel reads the message. Good news. Our spy says everything's going according to plan. The girl is in the Gilded city now, just as Prince Marco predicted. What about her army? Army? She only has a few fighters with her. The rest are outside Orillia. And Queen Annelyse has kept Kenna and her people there as ordered. She's proven rather useful. There'll be no escape for Kenna this time. Oh, how surprised she'll be when she discovers that Prince Marco is the one leading his soldiers to ambush her. Oh no, Kenna. And that is all the chapter that you get. No more chapter. Earlier time spent with Jackson has paid off. He is now a loyal soldier at your side. You snuck a weapon into the Gilded city of Orillia just in case. You dazzled everyone at the banquet with your gorgeous gown. You handled your liquor like a champion and won the drinking game at the banquet. You went on a romantic walk with Raiden, where he surprised you with a bouquet of flowers and revealed his past. You played a game with Annelyse, which took a turn for the romantic. Look at all the people that are alive. Look at all the choices we've made.
234 army score. That was chapter 7. It's possibly my favorite chapter, except for all the other chapters that are also my favorite. I love Raiden and Annelyse so much. They are my perfect, precious, one true triad for Kenna. Is poly and bisexual and happy. I've ran out of words. That's the end of that chapter. The next chapter is chapter 8, in which we find out what Marco's planning, which is actually kind of terrifying because everything seems so lovely and safe, and now suddenly it's not, and I'm really glad we have our dagger. I will see you in the next chapter. My name is Anna Mardal, and this has been The Crown and the Flame, Book 1. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.